Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Suffolk Voice Summer Sessions. I'm Erika Lynch, and today I'm joined with Suffolk University alumni and campus police officer Jameson Yee. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So you're an alumni of Suffolk. Could you tell me what you majored in, how you kind of got to the point where you are now?
Yep. So started Suffolk here in 2003. I majored in sociology with a focus on criminology and law. Originally, I wanted to be coming here. I had to decide whether I was going to go criminal justice or going towards the law degree here because of Suffolk being known as a law school. But while I was here, I got great experience, obviously. I got real involved with the student organizations. I became heavily involved with the Asian American Association. I became the vice president of that, as well as public relations for the Vietnamese Student Association. And then that year was my junior year that I got involved, and running those shows gave me a lot of experience and obviously a lot of enjoyment as well.
Right.
But with that, I actually had a few friends who at that time decided to, they wanted to start the Cape Verdean Student Association. So I became a member of that, as well as obviously with SUHA, BSU, CSN, PC, SGA. You're part of everything if you joined, you know. But what happened with that is because I was involved with the shows, involved with the university, what it was is at the time, the chief of police here just so happened to see one of our shows I was emceeing at. And that same year, my friend was actually graduating. And one of the ways to see him walk was to volunteer as a helper. So I signed up for commencement, and I decided to help out there as a volunteer, and that's when the chief of police at the time approached me and asked, you have any interest in going to law enforcement or security force? And while going to Suffolk, I also worked at a family restaurant to help pay for college, and then also worked within the nightclub industry. So I was like, yeah, sure, because I'm doing security as well. Yeah. And then from there, he offered me a job. I started talking to him, interview went through the process, and then started here as a security officer. Worked there as a security officer for about 3.5 years, excuse me, and then got promoted to police, went through the State Police Academy, came out, and here I am now.
Wow. So you started your senior year at Suffolk, or once you graduated from Suffolk?
Once I graduated from Suffolk.
Okay.
The chief at the time basically, he was looking out for me, was saying that, you know, education's key. You don't want to just get a job and stop halfway through. So, you know, finish school, then come talk to me.
Exactly.
So I started here in 2008.
Awesome. And so you're very involved in Suffolk.
Yes.
You attend orientation.
Yes.
And how was that for you guys?
It's fantastic. I love the role. So here at the university and most university police departments, we have positions called crime prevention officers. They're similar to local departments such as Boston. Boston has what they call CRO, community resource officers, and their jobs are to have an outreach to the university. So after I became a police officer, I was a patrol officer, and when the crime prevention position opened up here at the department, due to my involvement as a student and knowing the community and growing up in the area, I was appointed as the crime prevention officer. So it's going fantastic for us. We always love being involved with the students and the community as well. And as for orientation, it's a fantastic time. It's when we get to put our first step and our first interactions with the students. Being a campus department, and most departments at this point all around the Commonwealth and universities, we want to do community policing. We want to get to know the students. We want to get to know the staff, the community, be a resource to them rather than just kind of the typical, oh, well, they just come here and we only see them when bad things happen.
Exactly.
We tell the students, you know, I worked overnights for a number of years. For the entire time I was security, for the most part, I was overnights.
Right.
Before I got this position, I was overnights. So if you're going to go and get food at, say, 3 in the morning during the semester and you're not familiar with Boston, you know, I can already tell you out of my own experience what places are good, which places to
Exactly.
avoid.
Yeah, you really want to tell them what they really can and can't do.
Yes, exactly, and not just in a bad way.
Exactly. But so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be here with Officer Yee again.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
And we're back with Officer Yee. So could you tell me about the class RAD?
Yeah, absolutely. So RAD is a national certified program that the one that we teach here is for the basic women's course. So it's a free women's self-defense course that we do offer twice a semester. This coming semester for the fall 2015, we're going to be having it in September and also in November. It's a 12-hour program. We promise we don't give any homework. We won't make any more work for you. But it gets the female attendees and also the participants to be able to be mentally and physically prepared for a assault or a confrontation with someone. It's where we're going to be able to talk to them about safety measures as well. The real issue with it is not getting into a fight, but how to avoid it all in the beginning and in the first place. So we're going to go through different safety aspects about what you should or shouldn't do, tips and suggestions on how to secure your own belongings, more importantly, your own home, your vehicle if you do drive, or when you do drive, when you're back at home. And then obviously we're going to teach you techniques on how to defend yourself in different situations. Now, with the program, nationally you have to do at least 9 hours of it, where you're going to teach the application, you're going to teach the techniques, you're going to teach them the knowledge. But we always do the 12-hour program. What it is that we don't want to just teach you the techniques, we want to see you use them and be comfortable with them. So our selling point, especially during orientation, is that if you're interested in joining, you get to beat up a cop for free.
That might get some of them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm one of the aggressors. I love it. It's a love-hate relationship for the fact that it's fantastic to see what these females are 100% capable of. The part I don't like is I usually don't like coming to work the next day because I'm in a lot of pain. So the program is totally free of charge, and once you take it with us, we provide an instructor's manual, which will help them reference if they have a question about something, or they would just want to look through it to remind them about something. But at the end of it, we will sign it as instructors, and they can take the class for free for the rest of their life. As long as they have that book and it's signed by a certified instructor, they can go anywhere else and take it as well. The best part about it is when you take the program with us, it's like you're joining a family. All the instructors that we work with, whether on or off campus, we've always got each other's backs, and we always want to take care of participants who have either going through or have gone through the program, regardless of where they're coming from, whether they took it with us, with Boston Police, a local PD, or another campus if they had gone to another school prior to us.
Absolutely.
They're always welcome.
That's so awesome, and especially being in a city is a great thing to have available to the students.
Absolutely. Being at Suffolk, it's fantastic. We are an urban campus. If you're coming here or you're coming to any school that's within an urban setting, within the middle of the city, you're really getting prepared for the real world. But with that being said, there should be safety precautions people should take into, such as, avoid the Boston Commons late at night, but not just the Commons, any quiet area. Always travel in well-lit areas if you're walking to and from classes, or even if you live off campus, go towards areas that are well lit and well populated. The biggest thing that we have now is social media, and we have electronic devices. They're fantastic. You can get anything you need. Wikipedia is one button away, but at the same time, don't be so engrossed in those electrical devices or electronic devices as your phone, iPad, laptop, because if I can walk up to you without you even noticing, who else can walk up to you? So those are things that we be talking about in RAD, but it should be general information as well.
Absolutely. And do you have any other tips that you would want students to know here in the city?
The big thing is never leave your items unattended. I think that would be the biggest thing. Whether you're off campus or on campus, if you're at the library studying, we do understand, this university or any university, you're going to have a workload that you're going to have to deal with, whether it's finals, terms, but never leave your things unattended, because when you do, you're giving someone an opportunity to take those items as well.
So thank you so much, Officer Yee, for being with us today. For more information, like Suffolk University Police and Security on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter at Suffolk Uni PD and Instagram at SUPD617. And for more Suffolk Voice, follow us on all social media at SU_voice. As always, thank you for joining us here at Studio 73, and be sure to keep an eye out for future voice projects. I'm Erika Lynch. See you next time.